Welcome to this Tech Talk presentation about the Kubi telepresence robot. This is MaKayla Castle speaking, and my partner Jada Barton and I will be informing you about this must-have device for telepractice. This slide gives some information regarding the companies that created and currently manufacture Kubi. It was through an investment and manufacturing agreement with Revolve Robotics Incorporated that Xandix Incorporated first began manufacturing the Kubi robot in 2015. In 2017, Revolve Robotics closed its doors and Xandix assumed all sales and support activities for Kubi products. The Kubi team and Xandix is planning new products and software improvements to enhance performance and expand Kubi features. You may be thinking, what is a Kubi and why do I need one? Well, Kubi is a telepresence robot. A tablet can be mounted to its neck, and a Kubi Connect app allows it to pan and tilt the mounted tablet. This allows you to look around the room and interact with other individuals, giving you a presence, hence telepresence. Here is a short video to show more about a Kubi.
Charge of your video presence with Kubi from Evolve Robotics, a super portable, easy-to-use telepresence system that works with your current video software. Physical motion gives you interactivity you control. Presence whenever needed for less than the cost of a plane ticket. And be present in all the moments that matter. And mobility, but you bring your team with you. Stay involved and follow the action on your own. Experience a presence in video conferencing like never before. Portable video conferencing, physical, interactive, simple. Kubi, video conferencing that moves.
There are multiple versions of Kubi that are available. And now you may be thinking, how do I decide and what are the differences? First, there is the classic version, which accommodates tablets 7 to 10 inches. Then the Plus version is for tablets measuring 10 to 13 inches. And finally, the Kubi Secure is for 9.7-inch tablets and has anti-theft features. Kubi questions, why pay 10 times more for a less versatile and more complicated solution? Kubi can be purchased from other sellers such as Amazon, but buying directly from Kubi was the cheapest for each version. Kubi Classic and Plus both are $600, while the Secure is $650. However, there is currently a $75 discount until January 15th. So you can order straight from Kubi Connect by going on the site listed below in green. Here is a brief clip of Kubi in action.
I work at Akron Children's Hospital, a division of Akron Children's Hospital, which is the Family Child Learning Center.
I'm Elizabeth Pasrick. I'm an assistant professor at Drexel University in the Autism Institute here.
I'm director of the Family Child Learning Center at Akron Children's, and we are the hospital's early intervention. We have been doing virtual tele-early intervention, virtual home visits across Ohio since 2012.
But the extra video control has given me more of a three-dimensional, like I know that makes sense to you guys, but I'm in the house with a two-dimensional now intervention. I get that extra set of eyes. As a teacher, that's what I need to do. And prior to the Kubi, I'm not as able, without breaking the relationship with the parent and saying, oh, can you stop for a second? Can you move the camera over that way so I can see what he's doing and how he's playing? The reason I'm in the house is to help that parent and that child have some nice back and forth reciprocity. And it's really hard when you're on the camera to say, oh, can you stop for a second? I can't see you anymore. But what I hear is really good stuff. So you just don't want to stop it. I've only had maybe 4 sessions with the Kubi, but I've been able to kind of follow him run across the room and follow him back. It looks, I guess it might to him look like I'm still kind of like a little person because I'm sitting up now and I'm like moving around, and I work at Akron Children's Hospital.
Okay, so how is Kubi used? So the target population, it can be used for kids, it can be used with adults, and it can be used in a variety of different settings. So their website kind of specifies using Kubi within education, business, healthcare, customer service, and for fun. But it is important to teach each client how to use it and how to get the most benefit out of it. Disorders. So Kubi can be beneficial for people with autism or people with social issues, and it could also be beneficial for SLPs working in early intervention with parents. Treatment practices. Kubi can be used with Zoom for telepractice by the client or the clinician. And the SLP can use it for more engaging lessons by showing manipulatives or books or different activities that they may have. And going back to that early intervention piece, especially if you're working with parents, the parents wouldn't have to move the laptop 100 times or relocate every time something happens by moving the laptop. It's a little bit easier, and the clinician could control kind of where they're looking to kind of make that treatment flow a little smoother. And then assessment practices. Kubi can be used for assessment purposes. You may use it to show a stimulus book or manipulatives that go along with that assessment. And then you could also use it as that third camera that lets the clinician see the choices that the student is making. And then security concerns. So since Kubi can be rotated to see pretty much an entire room, it's important for the users to be in a secure and private location. So whether that be a closed room or a closed office for both the client and the clinician, just to make sure people aren't seeing things they don't need to see. And since, it can be rotated around, it's just better to be somewhere that's closed off. And it's also important to use a secure video conferencing platform to ensure privacy for both parties. Since it can be used with different platforms, it's important for the clinician to pick which platform they feel is the most secure for them, and then they can kind of go from there. So barriers and benefits. So some of the barriers to the Kubi are the cost of the Kubi and the tablet, which may be too much for a personal use or personal purchase. And then individuals who are blind or visually impaired may have a harder time to use the Kubi. And then it could be distracting for some clients, just depending on, the client. And then the benefits, it makes video conferencing easier and more engaging. It can be used in a variety of different locations and can be used with a variety of different video conferencing platforms. So Zoom, Skype, or WebEx. So that is the Kubi. And if you have any questions or comments about the Kubi, just leave a comment below and we will answer that. So thank you.